Hi, my name is Leanna, and I'm a Master's of Social Work student at the University of Utah, and I'm presenting Parenting Insight and Tips. These are evidence-based principles based on the book Parenting from the Inside Out. This book speaks to parents about doing their own self-reflection so that they can better understand how they're interacting with their children and how the relationships that they are forming with children are affected by their own past and their own experiences. So, quick disclaimer, it's not my intention to shame, blame, or compare any sort of parenting. My purpose here is to just provide some support, insight, and education around what it means to parent and how we can hopefully do it better. So take what works and leave what doesn't. The second chapter of this book is about how we perceive reality, and it speaks to the importance of stories. So I liked this quote from the book: "Stories are both created by us and shape who we are." Stories are important because they help children understand how the world works and what to expect from their environment. Parents can provide understanding and safety for their children when they tell the child the story of their own experience in language that they can understand. So this language that the parent can provide to the child helps them find resolution and understanding. It helps them feel comforted in knowing that their experience is understood and that they can anticipate what's going to happen next or how to navigate future experiences. So stories help to integrate the child's experience and their emotions. The stories can, again, help them feel comforted, knowing that there's somebody who sees their experience, sees their emotions, helps link the emotions with the experience and why everything is happening. This helps to build the trust and the understanding in the relationship, and it reduces distress about why something happened if a child is confused about, or what may happen if they're uncertain. So this happens in our lives as adults too. Think of a time that you were emotional about something. A certain experience happened, maybe with a partner or a friend or at work, and you just needed to do some verbal processing, talk to a friend about it, and you're trying to explain your situation, your experience, maybe looking for the words, and then your friend says, "Oh, yeah, that does suck. I would feel invalidated and upset about that also." And then you think, wow, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. It kind of brings that resolution of that my friend, my person who is safe, just named what I was feeling and gave language to it when I couldn't find the language to it. And it helps me feel understood, and it builds that bond with that other person. So thinking about retelling the story, how do we do it? It takes observation of the child's experience and their emotions. So not just what happened or what they're telling you, but what is the nonverbal communication to, and what are the emotions that they're feeling? Think about, hey, that was really scary. When you fell down and you scraped your knee, that hurt your knee. Are you okay? Also getting on their level. So sitting down, using appropriate language. A lot of children maybe could use toys as props in telling the story because they might not understand a lot of language yet. But using these things and telling out the story or acting it out, playing it out, can really help them find resolution in the experience. All these things make sense, and they can help the child organize their emotions and their experiences in their brain, and again, anticipate what will happen next. Challenges that we have to being able to tell stories: sometimes we aren't aware of the child's experience. We don't recognize times that they need to be retold their experience in a story form. Sometimes we don't have the patience, the energy, or the creativity for it. So it takes practice to be in tune with the child and to know their emotions, know what they need, know the story that they need to be told and how they need to be told it. Also recognize that adults, you as the parent, can be triggered by experiences. And that puts you in essentially the same position as the child, feeling scared, feeling helpless, feeling frustrated. And so that goes back to what was talked about in chapter 1 of resolving issues or thinking about whatever leftover issues need to be healed. So know that there's hope in everything that I talk about. You have hope as a parent to get better and to get better for yourself because you need it as much as your child needs it. Know that stories are the mind's attempt to make sense of our own worlds and others' own worlds. So these are some tips to keep in mind when trying to interact with your child and tell them the story. Be observant, try to take their perspective, explain the experience in the way that they can understand and consider the things that they felt. Really put yourself in their shoes as if you were their age and feeling the same thing they did, and help them understand what will happen next. You got hurt, we're going to go to the doctors, or your mom's going to pick you up from school because your tooth fell out, or whatever it may be. Just help the child feel like they're not completely out of control in their world and that the world is safe. They can know what will happen next. Finally, the personal growth and deepening of self-knowledge that comes from developing your life stories can enrich your capacity for mindsight and enhance your sensitivity to your child. So this is a great way to build bonds with your child. When they feel understood, just as when you feel understood by friends or a partner or whoever, your child will build a bond with you when they feel like you care about them, you understand their experiences, and that you want to help them. So I hope this helps. Good luck parenting.